Welcome to another episode of Follow the Brand. I am your host, Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM, a 5-star personal branding and business development company. I want to take you on a journey that takes another deep dive into the world of personal branding and business development using compelling personal story, business conversations, and tips to improve your personal brand. By listening to the Follow the Brand podcast series, you will be able to differentiate yourself from the competition and allow you to build trust with prospective clients and employers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make it one that will set you apart, build trust, and reflect who you are. Developing your 5-star personal brand is a great way to demonstrate your skills and knowledge. If you have any questions for me or my guests, please email me at grant.mcgaugh, spelled M-C-G-A-U-G-H, at 5-star BDM, B for brand, D for development, M for masters.com. Now let's begin with our next 5-star episode on Follow the Brand. Happy holidays and welcome to the Follow the Brand podcast show. I am your host, Grant McGaugh, and I have the pleasure of bringing an exciting guest to the podcast. Aliya Aaron is an accomplished healthcare professional and entrepreneur. As the CEO of Nursing Informatics, she is helping aspiring businesses to achieve their goals of success by offering a series of accelerators, incubators, and boot camps. From ideation to meaningful product creation, her team of experts will help you deliver an investor pitch, raise startup capital, and properly structure your business for tax, accounting, and legal implications. Aliya Aaron featured in CIO Review, Women in Tech Review, MedTech Outlook, Legacy Magazine, Today's Purpose Woman, Journal of Nursing Informatics, and the International Archives of Nursing and Healthcare. Honors also include South Florida Top Black Healthcare Professionals 2019. The founder and executive director of Nursing Innovation Hub, Inc., a nurse-led healthcare technology business accelerator established in 2019 to support entrepreneurs and aspiring innovators building the future of health. Aliya is also principal of AMR Healthcare Consulting, LLC, a technology firm delivering innovative healthcare IT solutions to hospitals and physician practices since 2010. Before founding AMR, Aliya served as a clinical strategist and nurse informaticist for prominent software vendors, where she developed and implemented electronic healthcare record systems and solutions for healthcare organizations. Aliya also served as a nurse researcher for Johns Hopkins University and National Institutes of Health and a healthcare IT consultant for the VHA Chief Health Informatics Officer, supporting the clinical and business information system of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. As a critical care registered nurse leader, nurse informaticist, researcher, and entrepreneur, Aliya has over 20 years of healthcare technology industry experience advising organizations and investing in digital health startups. Let's welcome Aliya to the Follow the Brand podcast, where we are building a 5-star brand that you can follow. Welcome, everyone, to another great episode on Follow the Brand. Today, we're going to talk to an entrepreneur who has been noted in a number of different publications, and she started her own, I'm going to call it the Nurse Innovation Hub. She's going to tell you more about that, what she's been doing, and a little bit of her career track and how she can definitely inspire others along her way. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her up to the mic, Miss Aliya Aaron.
Thank you, Grant.
And how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. And thanks for inviting me onto the podcast to share and learn from you and share with others.
Well, we're going to learn a lot about you. You've been doing some phenomenal things. I see a lot of things that you do online. You're inspiring a lot of people and giving them knowledge about the nursing industry. just tell us a little bit more about what you are doing. And another thing, tell me something that others might find interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. So my name is Aliya Aaron, and I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for well over 20 plus years now. The one thing that people may find interesting about me is that I'm not from South Florida. I'm originally from North Carolina. I moved to South Florida back in 2012. Um, and so that's quite interesting because when I speak with people, they automatically kind of know I have some sort of Southern twang. um, but yeah, so I am just happy and I'm enjoying life. And I'll share a little bit about, my journey and how Nurse Innovation Hub was founded. So like I said, I've been a nurse for well over 20 years. I've worked as a nurse leader in critical care, trauma. I worked as a travel nurse all over the U.S. I worked as a nurse, a researcher for the National Institutes to Health, as well as John Hopkins and some other research institutes before I moved into the technology space. And I found my passion in working with bridging healthcare and technology. So back in 2007, I started working with a lot of the larger EHR or software development vendors that particularly service hospitals. And from then on, it's been fast forward. I started my first business, AMR Healthcare Consulting, which has been successfully running since 2010. We work with enterprise clients on providing professional services for under the health tech umbrella for EHRs and telehealth and remote patient monitoring and so forth. But in 2019, this is where NIHUB was founded, Grant. So 2019, I saw a need to really bring I want to say a nurse-led, nurse-driven perspective into developing new healthcare technology solutions, innovative solutions, right, to the marketplace. And so Nurse Innovation Hub was born, which we respectively call NIHUB. And it's essentially a health tech business accelerator that works with early stage founders, aspiring innovators, entrepreneurs that really want to develop new tools, products, solutions for healthcare. And that's where we are to date. So it's been a really exciting journey. We started 2019 based out of Miami, but have a global footprint. And we work to provide these entrepreneurs a launch pad, if you will. So we have high growth programs. We provide master classes. We have boot camps, 2 6-week boot camps. We have an accelerator, an incubator, and as well as we provide workshops and resources for entrepreneurs to really launch and grow their businesses from idea to commercialization, where we help them in um, getting their product to the end user, so to market, a full scale.
Man,
That's where we
that
are.
is wonderful. Just hearing about
Yeah.
that. Now I'm curious. I mean, you're doing some innovations. You're bringing cohorts in. You're doing classes. Is this all like a huge pivot for you, during the COVID era, or is this something you were already been planning before that time?
No, this is already planning. So it actually lined up quite well with COVID. So I founded Nurse Innovation Hub in 2019, in early spring of 2019. So we were starting to gain momentum by October. And then here we are, COVID hit, right? So it
Yeah.
actually hit right at the time that we were just really kicking off. And so we just were already gaining momentum. So we just started with our virtual platform. And through COVID, we were able to still help and provide resources and run our programs. And we've done that virtually with allowing those from across the waters to join us. So from Australia, from the UK, from China, from Africa, from you name it, we've had participants in our programs attend our workshops, join our podcasts, seminars from all over. And so COVID did not, really put a dent in us. It actually helped us be able to leverage the technology to reach more people.
Well, tell me more about some of the innovations that you have either sparked or been a part of? So share some of the success with the rest of our audience.
Oh, okay. Fun. Well, so it's really fun. So it's a really fun journey. I mean, we have a small team. We, Nursing Innovation Hub, we have a small core team, and we have a board of advisors that works with us. But it's really been fun. I mean, you would be amazed at some of the innovations that we come across, and learn about, some of the most interesting, but very well needed. So we worked with, a company that was developing early stage biomarker detection for endometriosis. And if you, follow women's health, endometriosis and fibroids are very much on the scale for trying to develop new technologies and new procedure ways for early detection and diagnosis. So that's a really interesting startup that we're working with, two of them, by the way. And then another one. So a gentleman that developed the C-code lens. So he participated um, in our first boot camp. And if you go on our website, innovatenursehub.com, you'll be able to learn more about some of these interesting solutions. But he developed these, the innovative technology glasses that helps physicians be able to read and dictate into the medical record, which is phenomenal, right?
Yes, very much so. Sounds
Right.
excellent.
I mean, we talk about VR solutions, robots for nurses, all types of new and interesting, make you say, wow, like I wouldn't even think about that. But people have great ideas that they come up with, and they're looking to get this out here to help, clinicians to help improve patient care for population health and well-being.
That is wonderful. Now, do you
Mhm.
help them once you take them through the innovation hub,
Mhm.
and then do you help them launch the actual business, get them in front of people, do some
Yes.
proof of
Yep.
concepts, that type of
We
thing?
do. Right. The full scale, full scale. So we take someone that woke up in the morning, that has an idea for a new product, service, or solution based on what they think would be helpful. We take that person, not necessarily in that stage. We meet them where they are, but I'm just saying if there was someone that was in the idea stage, we would meet them where they are, walk them through, you know, um, design thinking, through prototype, developing an MVP, how to meet and pitch to investors, all the way through how to get in front of your idea customer and how to sell and market your product. And with our team of support, our clinical specialists that work with mostly nurses that work with these startups that are really focused on healthcare, be the voice of the speaking to the customer and related to the value proposition for how this potential product could help their organization, or how this product could help a patient best monitor their blood sugar or their blood pressure, to really speak from a clinical standpoint. So we help them continuously develop their idea into a meaningful product, and move that idea through the cycle into the hand of the customer.
Man, I'm excited. What you described to me, I'm sounding like you are the new Shark Tank of healthcare.
We are. I love it. Because we do. We have pitch competitions, where they pitch for opportunities to win seed funding. We partner with larger organizations that support Nursing Innovation Hub. One being the consortium for the West Coast Consortium of Technology, Innovation, Pediatrics, and they are pediatric medical medtech accelerator. We partner with them to work with those innovators that develop new products for pediatric health. Um, yeah, I mean, it's been a fun time, like I said before, if you can't enjoy what you're doing, what are you doing it for? And it has to be, you
Point
have to have a
taken.
purpose and a
Got to have
mission,
some
right?
passion in what you do. That keeps
Yeah,
you fueled, keeps the fire burning,
that's
and
right.
you get your own success. It's just that's a good feeling, very good feeling. This episode is brought to you by 5-Star BDM. 5-Star BDM is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for small to mid-sized businesses and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our 5-star business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. The result is more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Please visit www.5starbdm.com to learn more and view all the episodes of Follow the Brand.
Yeah, and everyone's not looking to build a company and sell it. Some are actually looking to build a product and continue on with the company. Some are looking specifically to get their idea in the hands of investors. And so we meet them where they are, and we work with them in that regards to take them on the entrepreneurial journey.
Now, let me ask you this question. What specific challenges do you see with these early startups? Things that if you were my audience, there's someone out there now, they've got an idea, maybe they've started a business or they're down that road. What are the specific challenges do you normally come across that are, pretty huge hurdles that you can help people with?
Well, it's one of the challenges for sure is obviously anytime you're starting a business, capital, right? Seed money, capital is one of the biggest hurdles. So we work with them to identify who the target, if they're looking for an investor, who would be their target investor, who's the market that they're going after, so they can very well position themselves to be able to pitch and communicate so that the investor would be intrigued by their idea. Another hurdle is having so many ideas. We had worked with early stage startup. They say, "Oh, I have 3 ideas for 3 companies." Okay, well, let's focus, right?
Yeah.
Let's focus on one company at a time and give birth to that idea and get that one product to market. So really helping them to narrow down their focus and produce a model business plan so that they can work off of developing a true venture.
I have seen that, what you described very clearly. And a lot of my clients, they want to jump right into execution.
Right.
And I have to pump the brakes that we first need to develop your strategy and a blueprint for your success. So you know exactly what you're going to be up against, what the investments are going to look like, the timing commitments they're going to look like, and then with the audience, truly understand what the audience and the ideal customers will look like. So as you move forward, you know what your milestones are, right?
Right,
And
exactly.
you're on track to meet certain criteria to what you just said earlier. What's your end game? Do you want to just build the company, own the company for a period of time? Are you looking to sell the company at some point in time? So all those things are important to know, right?
Exactly.
So let me ask you this, because you've been an entrepreneur for 10 years doing your thing with the AMR healthcare consulting. And what is the one thing you wish you had known before you started the company that you could share with our audience?
Oh, and you know what? That's a good point, because leading into Nursing Innovation Hub, AMR was really my springboard. I did not have any, any help setting up my first company, AMR Healthcare. I was winging it. And so I realized early on that, wow, if I had a playbook, if I had a mentor, I had someone that could really guide me, a lot of the mistakes that I've made possibly could have been avoided. And so that's what I aim to do with Nursing Innovation Hub, is provide those resources for entrepreneurs that are just starting out, because regardless of what vertical you're in, when you are launching a company, it's the same, right? You need to really understand how to properly structure your business from an LLC to a corporation. Understand the tax implications, understand how to search and find an accountant that can work with you to make sure you're within statute, as well as all the legal implications when you talk about bringing on co-founders and partners and subcontracting. All of those documents have to be in order. So those are some of the mistakes I made when I first started out, because I didn't realize, I didn't know, right? It was, oops, I didn't know. Well, I'll know next time. So a lot of those kind of lessons learned.
Understood. Now, along that journey, I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind, because I've seen some things you've been doing online. You've had some pretty big accomplishments, I would say. What would you say your 3 biggest accomplishments have been?
Oh, wow. Three biggest accomplishments. I don't know, because I look at I'm excited about everything. from the I'm excited about everything from I take all the little wins, the big wins, and in between. But I would say my three biggest accomplishments obviously have been the structuring of my businesses, because being an entrepreneur to me has really allowed me to see some really allowed me to to see financial freedom, as well as to aspire in others and to give back and work with others. One of my biggest accomplishments has been the establishment of the Center for Health Tech Research Innovation Policy, which is a nonprofit organization, NIHUB's nonprofit organization that really works to bring new technologies, education, training to underserved communities. And so I'm very passionate about that, very passionate about eradicating health disparities and focusing in on the minority population, particularly the Black population here in South Florida, that suffers very much from lack of resources in a lot of the areas. So through the nonprofit organization, we're able to bring awareness, bring education. We're looking to partner now with more local state opportunities to get more grant funding so we can provide more opportunities, because what we're doing is providing workforce training and support for those that are looking to enter this economy, because right now is a great time, right? We need more nurses, we need more technologists, we need more support. So, and we need to continue to educate the community about how to be be more healthy, and monitor their blood pressure, monitor their blood sugars. Those are diabetics. Drink more water, exercise for women, particularly specifically for Black women, to understand the understand fibroids and understand what that means and what options are out there. And also from a mental health standpoint, mental health is real, and in the Black community, being able to educate our community about how to help and support those that are in need, and be on the lookout. September is National Suicide Prevention Month, so we're working to spread the word in the community about depression and anxiety, and resources available.
Man, that is all wonderful accomplishments, and I wish you much success in all of those different endeavors. Mm-hmm. One thing I've been impressed with you is in your branding. I think you understood the power of social media. You've taken it to heart. You've got a number of different followers. How do you leverage your marketing, your branding in working with your business?
So we have one approach. Our approach is to be very colorful, because I love color. Color makes me happy, and I think it brightens up the idea. And so always use very vibrant colors for our marketing. That is how we brand ourselves, and to keep the messaging very consistent. Our messaging with Nurse Innovation Hub is to launch, grow, and scale early stage healthcare ventures. And so with that, we also have built up a community of followers, a community of supporters, a community of innovators, entrepreneurs, business experts that all pour into this. And so through our marketing, our social media, our community platform, all of this, we've been able to leverage technology to allow us to grow our presence.
Well, you're doing a wonderful job.
One thing about branding, one thing about our brand and our strategy is it always changes, right? You have to be consistently understanding what your market is, who your target market is, and your approach. You can't stick to one approach if that's not working, right? So we are always looking for what sticks best, right? What was catchy? Where do we get the most views? How do we get the most signups, the registrants, the community members? Where do we get them from? And if one way is not working best, we pivot, right?
Now I'm curious, what way or technique has worked the best for you thus far?
We rely a lot on, we work with LinkedIn a lot, because through all of the various platforms, you have to understand who your target audience is. And once you understand who your target audience is, then you spend more time within that particular platform, because I am of the mindset that time is of the essence. So instead of spending hours on Facebook, if that's not where your target audience is, then you should spend more time on where your key stakeholders are.
Without question. And it sounds like your community, as you stated, is worldwide. So you're finding your audience in other places that don't know you personally, but they definitely know you from a social media aspect.
Exactly. In Nursing Information Hub, we have friends all over. We have associates all over. You name it, from Australia down under to Japan.
I love it. And you've got a great, we work together with the National Association of Health Services Executives. You helped me as the technology chair.
Yes.
You've also been working with HIMSS as well. Are you working with other organizations also?
I do. I sit on the board, the committee of Together.Health. Together.Health is a consortium of healthcare accelerators, incubators, programs that have leaders from across the nation. So I sit on that chair that committee, as well as Text GHS, which is a consortium out of Austin, Texas, led by Dr. Lisa McDonald, and several others I've been very much involved in.
Excellent. And I know when we did, and I always love this, we did a tech talk back in, I think it was either 2018, 2019 at Memorial Healthcare Hospital or system, I should say. And it was great. We had 8 or 9 Black professionals in technology. Each one of them gave a tech talk on their particular discipline, and it was wonderful. You were talking about EHRs, is that correct?
That's right. We were talking about the technologies and EHRs.
And you are EHR. Are you doing the programming on the EHR, or are you doing consulting to help, merge the workforce with the technology, or what's your expertise in that area?
So through my boutique consulting company, AMR Healthcare Consulting, I am an informaticist. And so I've been an informaticist for many years now. So what we do through the consulting with hospitals and vendors and physician practices is, in the EHR perspective, we work with them to design, develop, and implement the enterprise solutions, full-scale EHRs. So custom EHRs if they need that, or some of the larger EHRs that are currently on the market, we will help implement in those various organizations.
Excellent. This has been a great segment. I really appreciate it, everything that you're doing. And
thanks,
if there's any last thing you like to leave our audience, like how to contact you, what's coming up next, or any other tidbits, this is your time.
Oh, sure. I want to also share that coming up October 4th, we're launching another boot camp. This is actually in partnership with the Racial Algebra Association. We partnered with them to provide a venture accelerator program for all of their alumni and scholars to participate in. And part of that venture accelerator program is a 6-week entrepreneurial boot camp, which I'm very grateful that Grant is participating as a partner and as a mentor to these early stage entrepreneurs and aspiring innovators to help grow and launch successful ventures. So be on the lookout for that. We will be spreading good cheer about this 6-week boot camp that kicks off October the 4th, as well as some of our other upcoming high growth programs that we will be launching at the beginning of the year, and several partners that we've recently partnered with, other associations. So you can follow us at innovatenursehub.com is our platform, and join our community on Powered by Mighty Networks, our iHub community, as well as follow us on Instagram at Innovate Nurse Hub, or on Facebook at Innovate Nurse Hub, and also on Twitter NNIHUB. So follow us, join us, stay connected. We'd love to hear from you, and we look forward to sharing more.
Aliya, this has been wonderful. Thank you for coming on the show. I can't wait to work with you and your team and your community. Let's all do our part to move the needle forward. And I can't wait for some of these new innovations to come out in healthcare. I think there's a transformation that is taking place that is going to be wonderful for a lot of different individuals as they engage with the healthcare system here in the next few years from the different endeavors that you've been a part of. So thank you very much for being on the show. Remember to continue to follow the brand, where we are building a 5-star brand that you can follow. And follow us at www.5starbdm, and that's B for brand, D for development, and for masters.com. Until next time, thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon, Miss Aliya.
Thanks, Grant.
Bye-bye.